Hello everyone to my channel. Today we're doing sign Scorpio. Keep in mind that this does not resonate for every Scorpio. If you like a personal reading, it's going to be the first link in the description down below. Repeat that, first link in the description down below for a personal reading. Other thing you can find in the description is my Etsy shop, which has my tarot and my oracle cards on there. A bunch of things there on my Etsy shop in the description down below. Just have to go check that out. Go in there, go buy something. Really appreciate that. Currently have a sale going on. You can also find my shirt store on my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon. All that's in the description down below. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. I do appreciate donations here. So, let's start with some prayers first. So we have number 4 with the goddess Kali over here. Okay, past it. 4, just over here, says, Beloved Kali, you create the pathways for spiritual growth that benefit the soul. I honor your unconditional, wild, and loving nature. You provide what is needed to truly heal and outgrow suffering. May your compassionate wisdom and divine protection bless all hearts with the capacity to recognize and act with wisdom. I open myself to receive your guidance and revelation, and I give myself time and patience to integrate, regroup, and adjust my course. I trust in the greater guiding wisdom of your play in my life. For the spiritual benefit of all beings, and then it says Jai Ma Kali. Alright, now we have number 11, the goddess Kuan Yin over here. May all beings know deep peace and blessings of beloved priestess of peace, Kuan Yin. May the heart of all conflict be resolved in the Jade Temple. And it says Om Shanti. Alright, so those are the prayers. Now let's see what Spirit has in store for yourself here, Scorpio. You know, Scorpio, I feel like telling you this, and I usually don't really tell a whole lot about like things I see in the day or my personal life. But there's like, let's pull some cards first. But there's Stone 5, the Lady of the Lake, Sword 5, oh no, Grail 6, and last card being Spear 7. Okay, so anyways, what I was going to tell you is that there's like 2 possums by my house now, and one's like kind of like a regular sized possum. It's a possum, whatever, right? It's kind of slow or whatever. And then I seen another one today, and that one was big. I was like, oh my god, that thing is so big. It kind of looked like a pig. It was so big, like, Jesus. How much do you have to eat possum to get that big? And a raccoon came, and then like every animal was just there. We have the Lady of the Lake that you're connecting with here. The Lady of the Lake sits on a reed throne with a sword in one hand and a book in the other. Oh yeah, and by the way, I am going to be reading on the book, and if you don't like that, you can go somewhere else. She is companioned by a crane. She initiates Arthur into otherworldly knowledge as his foster mother, and receives him and his sword Excalibur back into her realms. Throughout the Arthurian legends, otherworldly women guide and instruct Arthur in his court. During the Middle Ages, these many aspects of the goddess splintered into numerous maidens, wronged ladies, and widows. If we return to the earlier text, we find that rather than a bevy of damsels who needed knightly assistance, certain powerful women of great stature appear at crucial times to aid and assist the knights. The Lady of the Lake stems from a certain lineage of such women, chief of whom is Morgan, or Morgan. Described as the daughter of Rex Avalonus, or the king of Avalon, or the sister of Arthur, or as a queen of the ninefold sisterhood in her own right. It is she who tends Arthur's wounds after the Battle of Camelot, and in whose charge he remains, in the otherworldly time until he is called again. But the role of the healer is not the only one the Lady of the Lake fulfills. She is also the foster and initiator into knowledge. Traditionally, among Celtic races, women warriors train boys in the arts of combat. In the earlier stories about the Grail Wimmer or champion of the Hollows, the boy is fostered into the otherworld. Fosterage was a custom relevant among the Celts, stabilizing the tribe and establishing the bonds of love and mutual obligation. The unknown boyhood of Arthur, which the later texts say that was spent in the care of Sir Ector, the Forest Sovereign, may indeed have been with the Lady of the Lake in one of her guises, the lost stories of the oral tradition. It is from her that he gains his sword Excalibur, and to her island that is later born to be healed of his wounds. Medieval French tradition tells of Lancelot's upbringing by the Lady of the Lake. She raises him in the line, the code of the otherworld, as in the courtesy in combat. She both names and arms him in accordance with the principles of the Celtic story, whereby the hero has to earn his name by his deeds. In addition, elements of the Lady of the Lake as foster are also apparent in the story of Taliesin. It says learning, initiation, wisdom, knowledge, enlightenment, inspiration, counsel, psychic healing, the ability to impart instructions. Questions. And these questions are important for you to answer, Scorpio, because let Spirit know what is it you're desiring of. So questions. What is the source of your wisdom? What is being initiated now? What knowledge are you seeking? So what are you seeking? What knowledge are you seeking? And what are you being initiated into now? So it feels like you are learning something spiritual here. You are learning something like that psychic sort of mystic ways, right? Learning more. So we have Sword 5. I don't really like Sword 5's message, so I'm not really going to be reading it. It's kind of a negative message. Spear. Spear 7. An ancient dwelling is refortified and well defended in Arthur's protection of Britain. The historical figure of Arthur successfully united the Roman-British forces to defeat the invading Saxons, thus turning conquest into settlement and earning himself an honored place in history. Courageous ability, success despite opposition, tenacity and persistence, defense of strongly held beliefs. Question, where do you have to take a stand? Feels like you are going to have success here, Scorpio. And it feels like spiritually, in your spiritual beliefs. Maybe there's people that don't understand that, or they're kind of like mocking you in some way, or they're like coming against you in some way, and so you need to take that stand, because you are going to be successful in that as you continue to learn more and more about your spiritual path. The Grail 6, which I just passed. In the sacred grove of Adlers, a holy stream rises from a green mound, flowing into a stone basin. It says Gawain has his greatest adventure at such a mound, the home of the fearsome Green Knight. From this, he learned much and was reconnected with his own past, rediscovering one's roots, tradition and continuance, ancestral memories, nostalgia, dealing with the past. Question, what is being remembered? See, it feels like there's some past, like ancestors. Alright, ancestral memories. You may be learning, studying, maybe past lives that you may be remembering here. Scorpio. Stone 5. It's asking you, what is causing this insecurity at the moment? Scorpio, because like answering that question, and Spirit will deal with that. Okay, so some messages for you. Now let's get some runes, some charms for yourself. So we have Ra. We have Horus. We have Serapis Bey, which is Ascended Master of Light, which you're connecting to. We have Aries, so you can have those placements or one around you. We have the number 9, so number 9 can be of significance. I think this may have came out last time, I don't really remember. We have this Dragon Moon, which is a symbol of Kuan Yin over there. We have the Sunbeam connected with the Sun and both the Moon here, Scorpio. We have Hathor, the Green Man, which you're connecting to, this Egyptian snake goddess. And that is all I have for you. So, Like I said, first link in the description down below for a personal reading. Also go to my Etsy shop, go in there, go buy something, really appreciate that. If you want to see more content, don't forget to like, subscribe. Bye guys.